Turn the game sounds down a little bit for you guys. There we go. See, this says I'm barely through it, but I'm pretty sure I'm most of the way through the story. It felt like it was finishing up when we were playing last. I always like looking at this. The stories are funny. I told my wife she needs to embrace her mistakes. She gave me a hug. So good. I'm taking it easy today because self-care is important. Don't forget to take a good rest day once in a while too, everyone. Good night. Alright. Hello, Miss Aqua. Hi, Suwey. How are you? Good, as usual. How about you? Honestly, lots of things have happened. Can I order something first, though? Of course. What would you like? Can you make me a cup of chai? What kind of chai? Like coffee chai? Coffee? I don't actually know what's in chai. I don't actually know. Tea milk and cinnamon is Shia Denny. Tea milk and ginger is Galahad. Ginger latte. Not it. So it's gonna be a cinnamon latte if I do it that way, isn't it? Maybe it's tea, ginger, and cinnamon? That's a masala chai. Good enough. There you go. You got your chai. Cup of masala chai for the lady with eclectic taste. Thank you. It's delicious. You're welcome. So you're saying? Oh, right. It's just I've been busy working on my game. Ah, I see. How's it going? It's pretty difficult, but I'll manage. I'm glad to hear that. Ah, we got the masala chai on here. Nice. Did we get closer friends with her because we succeeded? Yeah. How's that contract you talked about the other day going? Oh, that! I rejected it, of course. There's no saving it, really, which is a shame. I truly like their games. But with all the shady requirements they had, I could tell they looked down on us small developers. And the scary thing is, if I hadn't known what I know now, just because they're a publisher I loved a lot, I would have overlooked all that. That's understandable, though. You trusted them not to take advantage of you. Well, it has to be fair for both of us, right? Because at the end of the day, it's business, but I don't know. Yeah. I tried negotiating with them because I wondered if they still had any good faith left. Don't tell Myrtle, okay? Okay. As I expected, it didn't really go anywhere. Instead, they insisted they're doing me a favor since I'm just a small developer. I wonder if her shirt is a reference to Final Fantasy Moogles. Like, it doesn't have the balloon, but like they kind of have a similar creature shape, and then the wings with the fat body gives me Moogle vibes. And I wasn't thinking rationally or in business terms. Ugh, doesn't sound like good faith to me, right? Considering the unfair conditions they're expecting me to accept, they could have at least been polite about it. I doubt they care, though. Yeah. That aside, Myrtle's coming here soon. Great. So you two made up already? Yeah. We apologized to each other. Nice. I knew I was probably being a little confusing. I didn't explain the context I applied to this situation very well, but she made it clear that she understood why I was anxious. And she apologized for assuming. That really helped. Now she's helping me speed up development. I'm happy to hear that. Hey. Hi, Myrtle. They're just talking about you. Okay, nothing too terrible, I hope. No worry, I'll eat all the good stuff. Anyway, sorry, Suwey, I won't be ordering today. Why? We don't have time. We're going to the expo sale, right? Oh, you're right. Expo sale? We're hunting new parts for my my PC. It's been a bit slow lately. A bit. She's joking. It's pretty much in its death throes. If we're going, we're building you a whole new setup. But if you just want parts, I can always give you mine. But at this point, I'm not sure it'll be any help at all, to be honest with you. Yeah. No, you're right. It's time to move forward with the productivity. I've been putting off upgrading things for a while now, so it really is time for a better setup. That's the spirit. Go big or go home. Sorry, Suwey. Seems like we have to go now. Thanks for the drink. I'll see you later. Yeah, take care. Safe trip and good luck. Let's see. I guess I'll go over today's checklist. Well, hello, gentlemen. Hey, Suwey. Suwey! Nice seeing you here, Henry. How's it going? Good. I see you're doing good, too. As usual. What do you want to drink, Henry? It's on me. No. That won't do. Let's talk about bills later. So, what will it be? You first. You sure? Okie dokie. I'll have one STMJ, please. We know that one. That is a milk recipe. Milk, ginger, and honey. Ah, it smells so nice. Spot on. Thanks, Suwey. You're very welcome. How about you, sir? Oh, it's my turn. Something with ginger, please. Anything else with that? Well, what would you recommend? Anything from your new tea line is fine. Oh, I see you have a new selection. Yeah, we have blue pea and hibiscus tea available. Hibiscus, huh? You should try Toge Productions. It's pretty good for this kind of weather. Sounds familiar? Ginger steeped with roselle buds, another name for hibiscus. Anything else in it? Well, it's a bit sweet. Interesting. I'll try it then. A Toge Productions. Do we already have that? Yeah. Hibiscus, ginger, honey. And then we have one of those wedding invites for him. What's this? Oh, it's Bailey and Lua's wedding invitation. Really? For Hyde. Wait, I thought we were inviting both of them. Oh, the day's really soon. Could you pass it along to him since I'm not sure when he'll be here? Okay, sure. Thank you. Okay, I thought I was supposed to give it to him. Piping cup of Toge Rosella for you. Thanks. What do you think, Henry? Does it look any good? Uh-oh. It looks about right. It smells good too. Try it. Yep, it's good. Glad I passed your impromptu test. So, what's been going on? Did I miss anything? Something happened, didn't it? You can say that. I think the officer's coming too, by the way. Alright. As for me, I'm just glad my fury's over. Are you okay, though? I'm fine, as you can see. How are you managing, Henry? Did you get your checkup? I did. Rachel pestered me to get it done all week, so I had to do it. Good. There's no doubt I need to slow down. I can feel it in my bones. Time is a harsh mistress, as they say. Ain't that the truth? But I don't think you get to complain, though. Why not? You know, my body isn't what it used to be anymore. Oh? I mean, compared to my prime. 50 years ago. I'm kidding. Truth is, my body doesn't hold up well when I'm transforming anymore. Oh, is that so? Yep. The soreness doesn't go away as quick as it used to. It's harder to get up in the morning after all that. Like today. I know the feeling all too well. Especially in this kind of weather. Oh? So my body knows if a storm's gonna get worse. No weather forecast can match the accuracy of my joints. Well, lucky for you, Ginger's great for sore muscles. Yeah. Hey, we got Georgie here too. Hey, folks. The man of the hour. Hey, Georgie. Suey, what I'd miss. Some very important weather talk. Is that so? Sounds like I missed a ton then. How are you? How am I? If you're talking about my case, well, I don't even know where to begin. Hendry, you know nothing about what I'm about to say, right? No? What are we talking about? Sweet, you should have primed him before I got here. My bad. In my defense, I didn't know you were coming until Mr. Gallo mentioned it. Excuses, excuses. I'll help explain to Hendry. In short, there's been a string of car vandalisms nearby. So he's trying to figure out if the tree has anything to do with the case. And that's where we are now. Yep, that's about it. That's a lot to take in. Anything new happened since? Well, I tried something. I set a few candles where the tree was. Used my lighter and things happened. Mind backing up a bit? Feels like there's a lot of context missing here. Well, I'm warning ya. Everything I'm about to tell you is real. It'll sound a little crazy, but no, I haven't lost it yet. Got it? Loud and clear. I told Suey about my lighter a while ago. How it might be connected to the fairy market we talked about before. Really, in what way? The lighter was my grandpa's, and there's a chance he bought it from there. Ah, interesting. Yeah, what a coincidence, huh? Anyways, my daughter likes this sort of mystery stuff, right? After talking to her about what's been going on, she believed my lighter was the key to making sense of all this, and gave me some pointers, so I went back there last night to the spot, you know, to where the tree used to be. I lit a few candles there and put the lighter right in the middle of it all. I'll be honest, it was spooky as heck. The air was still and I felt tension in my head. Wasn't sure if it was just me being creeped out or if there was something else going on. Whatever it was, I thought I should leave it alone. So I followed my gut and got the heck out of there. Then what happened? It blew up. What? What do you mean, what? The lighter, it just blew up. Well, what do you mean, blew up? Yeah, I think we definitely need more context here. Well, I didn't see it because I was walking towards my car, you see, but I heard it. Pata! With a little whoosh, followed by a couple clink clinks. Pata? What kind of sound is that? You know, something small and metallic blew up. Wouldn't bang work better? No, that's a shot. I don't want to confuse y'all with that. But pata is... What is that? You know, pata. And then what happened? Right, okay. And then I immediately looked back to see it had fallen over with its lid open. The flame, it was burning white. Wow. Ain't gonna lie to y'all, I freaked the heck out. But before I could do anything, two small figures emerged from the corner, walking toward the lighter. Did they see you? Yeah, they did. They inspected my lighter while I was just standing there. Then they asked me straight up, "Is this lighter yours, guy?" I said, "Yeah." Then I fired a question back, "Are you the ones who've been messing with the cars around here lately?" And they said yes. Oh, sounds like case closed. So they weren't ghosts? No, thank God for that. Then who are they? Let's just say they were close friends of the deceased. They're part of the fairy folk, but I didn't expect them at all. Didn't expect, you know them? Kinda. In fact, they own the gnome noms near my place. Oh wow. Did they know it was your car then? Nope, because I only order takeout. And I usually walk there. What was the reason for all the vandalism then? I'll start because a broken promise, and we have to start way back for that. You remember why the tree was there in the first place, right? Yeah, the tragic hit and run. At the time, the court ruling practically let the driver off the hook outside the DUI charge. Hold on, getting comfy. There we go. Well, it sparked a huge protest. Good. In response to it, the mayor at the time gave his words to the victim's family. He promised to keep the tree as a landmark for the community, and the vow was kept well after his tenure was over. But he died a few years ago, and we all know recently what happened to the tree. I see. So it was their attempt to keep the memory alive, not just for their friend, but as a remembrance of the injustice as well. And after all the urban renewals this city has gone through, makes sense that the community that used to be there is gone by now. That's right. There used to be a lot of veteran housing and low-rise apartments in the area. Now it's filled with never-ending projects. You okay? Oh, yeah, sorry. There's something about it that bothers me a bit. Like what? Their unique disposition after they pass. It bothers me that their own members are insufficient to ensure their existence. And by failing to remember, we, the outside party, will also gradually lose track of their existence. It just doesn't feel right to me. I get what you mean. It's an odd erasure of existence. But apparently that's why they keep animals. The Gnome Nom's owners told me they have a large mastiff living in their place. Others take care of multiple animals at once. Interesting. I suppose that's why some folk prefer living near the wilderness. But animals don't live long either. Right. But the erasure starts happening if they're completely forgotten, right? Something like that, I guess. I'm not sure. Right, okay. But doesn't that normally happen anyway? How do we pay respect to remember something who died a long time ago? Maxie, go to twitchtracker.com and then you'll have a little search thing and just type in my name. Like our ancestors, for example. It's our call, isn't it? Every April, Rachel and I would visit my wife's grave. We used to visit her grandparents' graves too, when my wife was still alive. If our extended family was visiting, they'd join us. You can also just ask me about specific games. We'd clean their gravestones, bring food, and have a feast while catching up. It's how Nekomimis honor their dead, and I'm sure other cultures have their own ways too. Right. I truly think continuing the tradition is something we do for ourselves, though. To remember the deceased and all the reasons they mattered to us. So, except for the weird erased memory part, it sounds on par to me. It's the effort of the living to remember the dead anyway. You're right. Unless you believe in life after death, memories are for us, not for the dead. Exactly. It'd be great if we could all remember and help each other, because keeping track of any sort of history is a team effort. Since the best way to gain wisdom is to learn from the past, whether it's good or bad. Yeah. Speaking of the Gnome Nom's owners, though, what happened to them after all this? Oh, right, did you arrest him? Nope. Are you gonna let him go? Not necessarily. I got an idea on what I have to do. Right now, I'm just happy there's no ghosts involved. So, it's truly something else. Yeah, what a night it must have been. It is what it is. What's up, big guy? Something on your mind? No, nothing. Shame about that lighter of yours, though. Oh yeah, it's probably busted, right? That's the thing. It works just fine. Not even a scratch. Really? But that thing blew up, didn't it? Like, the heck, we even debated the sound effects and everything. As I said, it still works fine. So I don't know what else to tell you. I see. You wanna know what I think? No. It's haunted. No, it's not. That thing is definitely haunted. What are you talking about? The white flame is a bit unnatural, I agree. And I remember how you kept forgetting your lighter here. Hey now. A man is allowed to forget stuff as he gets older, no? As for the blowing up, it's probably a well-timed bad chemical reaction or something. That thing is real old after all. If that's the case, you might want to stop carrying it around. At any rate, I believe you now, officer. There's no such thing as coincidence, indeed. I still think it's a ghost, though. Shut it, Hendry. Shush. In any case, mystery solved. For now, at least. Oh no, I think I have to go now. I didn't realize I missed multiple messages earlier because I was so engrossed in your story. Sorry to rush off. I'll see you all again next time. Sure, safe trip. Nice seeing you again, Hendry. Take care. What is it, Andy? Let me move over there. You know, all that talking made me thirsty. You want anything? I'm good. One espresso for me. Espresso is nice and easy. Boom. It still goes? Oh yeah, totally, totally. Oh no, it might not be though. Oh, we made him happier. See? Here's your espresso, officer. Thanks. Did someone type? Hey? Oh. There we go. Great as always. So what's next, officer? What's your plan after this? Other than talking to him? I guess I'll focus on the rumors. Word's going around that cars are being messed up there. It's kind of expected though, isn't it? There's no point in adding to citizens' worries when the case is pretty much over. And I don't want bad press to paint over the area's history. You're right. There's nothing like rumors. Without being stopped, they'll just spiral out of control. Time to leave, I guess. Duty calls. Something like that. I suppose I'll do the same. It's quite late after all. Thanks for listening to us, Suwey. The old men ramble. Pleasure's all mine. Well, take care and see you later, yeah? Have a good night, Suwey. Safe trip, you two. Alright. We have the newspaper. Vegan food on the rise. Gnome diet popular amongst young adults. Box office movie High Weapon hits astonishing 2 billion worldwide. What Gen Z really wants, an independent survey. Let's see what's going on here. Super busy, see you tomorrow. Okay. Look what Myrtleish did, sneakily taking my super serious scheming face while playing Super Brawl Pals 2. It's adorable, I love it. I had a break in the office and just played board games for hours. It was fun. Today's delivery cutoff time, 1300. No night shift. That's 1 p.m. Suwey. Miss Rachel. Oops. Sorry. I'm just really excited. I've done it, Suwey. Congratulations. Done what? The music I'm making with AJ? I told you about it last time, remember? Oh, yeah, you did. I brought it with me. Check it out, will you? Really? Okay. Are you sure we can play it? What about NDAs and stuff? Come on, you silly. We're the only ones here anyway. It'll be fine. I mean, the direction has already changed a lot, so... Oh? Never mind that. Let's just play it quick. What do you think? I was inspired by the drink he gave me. Sweetheart latte. Oh, that's cute. Sweetheart latte, wasn't it? That's so cool. That's right. You composed the melodies? With Arami, yeah. So, like, I know with a name like Sweetheart Latte, you'd expect something a little more fun sounding, right? But hearing how you made the drink reminded me of something. Like a new love's beginning, you're thinking about your crush, the sourness of anxiety, and the sweetness of a promise. There are a lot of steps to keep the delicate balance going until you get to the point where you decide to confess. I think I know where you're going with this. Yeah, just like the drink, right? It needs a perfect balance of ingredients and a temperature to mix properly, doesn't it? Or would curdle, yeah. Thoroughly interesting take on the name. There's just one thing I'm wondering about. What is it? If this is supposed to be your new single, wouldn't everyone expect to hear your voice? I know, but I'm planning something. You'll see. How are you, by the way, Suwey? Just fine, business as usual. Wait, I almost forgot. Did Dad come here last night? Andrew? Yeah, he did. He was meeting up with Mr. Gallo, actually. Okay, that's good to know. Why do you ask? He didn't reply to my text last night, so I wondered what he was doing. Oh, I see. Do you two not see each other often? What do you mean? I saw him just this morning. We still live under the same roof after all. Oh, what a surprise. I thought you'd been raring to move out by the time you turned 21. Well, you're not wrong in thinking that, but Dad's getting older, you know? He's becoming forgetful too, so I'm a little bit worried. Understandable. Besides, we don't really have anyone else, you know? None of our extended family even lives in the States. So, as much as he's been a nag my whole life, I feel like I should watch over him for now. Right. Hello, welcome. Good evening to you, Miss Riona. Hey, Riona. Fancy meeting you here. Ah. Hello. How are you? Sorry, just a second. Alright. Huh. Is she alright? I'm not sure. Oh well, I'll just get a drink first. Alright, what would you like? Have a cup of milk, please. Okay. Milk. There you go, a cup of warm milk. Thank you. What's up? Oh, nothing. Just remembered something. It's nothing special, so don't worry about it. Miss, are you alright? No. I think I'm sad? What's wrong? That's right, Riona. What's wrong? No. I've been doing a lot of thinking. About what? About my situation. Have you ever felt like something you've been doing your whole life might be a mistake? What makes you think that, miss? My apologies, I didn't mean to be so dramatic. Would you two mind listening to my scattered thoughts? Of course, let it all out. Miss Rachel is right, feel free. After listening to the experiences you and Mr. Lucas had, along with my conversation with Suwey and the regulars of this coffee shop, I've gradually realized that over the past week that I'm severely lacking in awareness about many things. Huh? And what makes it more troubling is it is likely my ignorance was on purpose? Ignorance on purpose? What do you mean? Miss Rachel, the position you hold today is a result of your efforts and tenacity. You honed your talent, but you did not shirk from taking risks in order to succeed. Your knowledge of the industry has enabled you to successfully navigate it, and I greatly respect your ability to do so. Mr. Lucas also. Although I do not fully understand his content, he is successful enough that people earn a living through his work. I am aware that must require a great deal of courage and flexibility. To put it simply, I feel ashamed of myself, because I may have become too comfortable with the status quo, to the point that I no longer strive to improve my situation. Are you really, though? I mean, you've been trying your best, right? I've been trying, yes, but I've been trying my best? That's debatable. And about my intentional ignorance, I'm simply afraid. Afraid? I understand I only have one small chance of being selected for a role in a play. I really do. And I understand it's due to my lack of network and the industry's expectations, along with my lack of higher education, and for the simple fact of what I am. I'm truly fine with that. I really am, because all of it is a pain I'm already familiar with. And perhaps somewhere in the deepest depths of my heart, I'm having to face unfamiliar rejections again. Having to get used to new pain all over again just might be... be difficult. Miss. I apologize for all this ruckus. I didn't mean to. Miss Rihanna, would you please allow me to make you a drink? It's on the house. But Suwey insists, right? Right. In that case, I'd like to do something with blue pea, but no milk or ginger, please. Okay, blue pea, no milk or ginger. What about honey and mint? That's not an actual drink. Let's see if we can find an actual drink here. Let's try blue pea, lemon, and honey. Hey, I'd do it. Do we not have anything like that? We have the tranquil tea, but that's it. Oh, yeah, it is one. We had to do honey first. Blue pea. Let's try to get a lemon one. Let's do blue pea, honey, and lemon. Change up the order. Really? Okay. Let's just do blue pea with a little hint of lemon. Nope, we'll just serve that. Here, I hope you'll enjoy it. Here, we'll do the battle. Before we see her reaction. I followed the instructions, but I didn't find a new recipe. Hiccups. Okay. Let's see here. Mostly buffing. So we'll go ahead and do the same. I think they buff. Yeah. Here, I hope you'll enjoy it. Ah, we get more info on her. And Rihanna. Thank you. What is this, Adams? Coffee? This game is... Okay, for this game being coffee talk, you actually make very little coffee. What's on your mind? Right now, I'm rethinking my true motivation for doing all of this. The driving force behind everything I've done up to this point. Well, what was it? Huh? Your driving force before you start questioning it. I wish to break free from the shackles of prejudice. whether it's society's or my own. Not only for myself, but also for my kind. I see. So it doesn't have to be opera, right? Pardon? Reaching that goal can be done a lot of ways, like politics. Huh. You're not wrong, but that's just an example, jeez. But I admit, being an entertainer is probably the fastest way to win people over. But that's not exactly what you want to do, is it? My heart trembles for the opera. That is why I wish to pursue it as long as I'm able. However, I believe it's also time for me to consider expanding my horizons. Oh? I simply do not wish to be trapped in my own fear forever. Although I do regret that one-track-minded efforts may have been in vain. I don't think everything you've done so far is in vain, though. I always believe in sincere effort. But never mind that. What are you gonna do now? I'm not sure. I already rejected Mr. Lucas's offer. Lucas? He's an influencer who's been coming here recently. Why does that name ring a bell? Oh wait, you know him? Not closely, but I think we follow each other on Tomodachi. Even if it's even the same Lucas, I mean. What was the offer for? I was offered a spot on his new show. While he's still unsure of the format, his aim is to elevate underrated talents, to showcase and interview them in order to bring their work to the forefront. I see. So what if you rejected his offer? Call him. Huh? Or text him. Tell him you changed your mind. What's the worst that could happen? People are allowed to change their minds. If he rejects you, well, that's his loss, isn't it? I'm not sure it'd be his loss necessarily. Shh. Just do it. Text him. Yeah. Okay. He responded. What did he say? He's happy I changed my mind, and he's gonna text me later to talk more about it. It seems like he's in the middle of something. At least that's one thing settled. Yep. Yeah. Thank you. Although I regret my one-track mindset, I cannot say it has been entirely detrimental to my life, as it is a habit formed during my time living in the commune. Commune? We banshees used to congregate together in order to protect ourselves from the outside world. Each of us tended to have a specific role in the commune, and we would all work together as one, like gears in a machine. Interesting. I didn't know that. But you left the commune, right, correct? Yes. Was it difficult? No, because we're not a cult. Sorry, I didn't mean it that way. It's okay. The commune is simply a defense mechanism from the distant past. So the reason we do not see a lot of banshees around, is it because many still choose to remain in the commune? Right. The world still isn't kind to us. However, we are aware that eventually we must reopen ourselves to the outside world. It was for that reason I learned to drive. You seem to be fond of driving. I am. It's like having a mobile fortress, which is why I find driving calming. Even in traffic? Well, a mobile fortress, huh? Never thought of cars that way, but that's interesting. Perhaps it's better if I go now. Okay, I'll leave too. If you wish, I can drop you off. Really? I live pretty far from here. What's this game? This is a visual novel. This is the second in a series. This is Coffee Talk. And in this world, there's a ton of different races, as in, like, there's cat people like this girl is, there's banshees, there's, werewolves, there's a vampire character, there's a character that's like a sea creature. Pretty much everything. It's fine. Okay. See you later, Suwey. Safe trip, miss. Thank you for your time. My pleasure. See you soon. I suppose I'll wait another hour. A tiny policeman? Yeah. Story time with Suwey? Heck yeah, it is. We've been ending the streams with it because I can't like stream it as a full stream or my voice will die. So we end with it. Alright. Gobbly Labs shut down. Researcher to finally stop experiments after 1,304 incidents. Users of Tomodachi's new stories feature. It needs a longer duration. The piece of halfling advice that seared into my memory. Alright, what's going on here? Why is it dark? No delivery today, okay. So I drove him around while he was nursing his broken heart. I really don't know why we're discussing my sad stories right now. Eyes on the happy couple. Oh, they're celebrating the marriage now. Oh, it wasn't so sad as much as cute, though. But it's true that you and Mr. Bailey should be in the spotlight, Miss Lua. Or just in the light. Sorry, I'm trying to get to the switch. Ow. Ugh, my apologies, Mr. Callie. You're literally solid like a wall. I'll take that as a compliment. Ah, here we go. Oh, look at them. They're all dressed up. I love it. I love it. So good. Y'all found your way to a seat. I'm impressed. We've been here often enough to know that we know the place like the back of our hands. That's what it means to have regulars, Suwey. So it does. Now, shall we get to the celebration started? Please, I'm so excited. That's adrenaline for you. Hang on to that feeling. You call it adrenaline. I call it a deep, passionate, irresistible fascination for her husband. Hey, don't get too cocky, Mr. Miller. Oh, are you taking Lua's last name, Bailey's? No, we're keeping our last names. But I'll be Mr. Miller if it pleases Mrs. Miller. Anything to make you happy. No, you always make me melt. Disgusting, he said, wiping off his tears. How many times must I tell you? It was the City Hall flowers. They make my allergies flare up. Sure, let's go with that. This would be the perfect time for some drinks. I wouldn't say no to something hot for sure. And to something sweet. To something decadent and chocolatey. But let's keep it fresh. There's enough sweetness here to give me a sugar rush. So, in summary, sweet and chocolatey but with some freshness to it, please, Suwey. Sweet and chocolatey with some freshness. With mint? It's called After Midnight. That's so cool. It's inspired by a sweet evening treat. Okay. Hopefully the drink is to your liking. I love it. It's very unique and festive. Very comforting. Exactly what I had in mind. A dryad or a succubi? I believe she's a succubi. She's either like a succubi or a demon of some kind. I can't remember for sure. This guy's an elf. I'm not 100%. She's like a succubi or a demon. It might say on her in-game profile thingy, but I doubt it. No, it doesn't. This guy's a vampire and this one's a werewolf. Exactly what I had in mind. That's fine. High praise from Hyde. You know it. Tastes a bit British. Have you ever been on that side of the pond, Suwey? I did a bit of traveling in my day. Maybe we ran into each other in the past. Maybe we did. Passing each other like two ships in the night before meeting at the mooring. It's very lyrical. I blame the mood on you too. All I know about the UK is that British werewolf guy I once met. He went absolutely wild during Fury, but even then, he had begged the walls pardon after putting his fist through it. Sounds about right. And I imagine you two became best friends. Nah, you know rude vampires are much more my type. Hey, actually no, I'm not offended. Rude vampire, I'm proud of it. That would look great on a t-shirt. Awesome idea. I'll consider that for a Christmas gift. Right, I guess we should raise a toast. Does anyone want to make a speech? Someone? Suwey, maybe? I don't think I'm the right person to give speeches. You definitely are. Yeah, if you want to, we'd love to hear you. In that case, thank you for choosing to come to this place, to this cafe, Miss Lua, Mr. Bailey's, and thank you for making us feel a true part of your lives. Hear, hear. You'll always be part of our lives now, Suwey. Absolutely. Short and to the point. Good speech. Your turn, Hyde. Really? Well, fine. Thank you, Lua and Bailey's, for entertaining me and making me consider a counseling career, however briefly. You're a good bunch. That means a lot, Hyde. You've been a very good friend to us. Don't think we're forgetting about you, Gala. Speech time. Right. I don't know you as well as Suwey, guys, and I haven't helped you nearly as much as Hyde did, but despite that, you made me feel welcome. You've immediately made me feel part of your family. May this warmth that you show others always reflect as joy in the family you're starting today. No, Gala. Thanks, man, really. To the happy couple. To the happy couple. Okay, so they all say it. Are your allergies troubling you again, Mr. Hyde? Suwey, my dear Suwey, never think that you're out of reach of my retribution. I do apologize that we only serve soft drinks here. Some bubbles would have befitted the occasion. Don't worry about it. As far as I'm concerned, it suits me just fine. Yeah, we're not really drinking booze these days. Oh? Speaking of starting a family, just in case, you know? Oh, hey. I'm avoiding it in solidarity. That's nice, you guys. Rooting for you. Thanks, Gala. Just imagine, little purple elves with horns running around everywhere. And thanks, I think, Hyde? I aim to please. Personally, I'm fine with soft drinks as well. Never liked the stronger stuff. He's not lying, I never saw him touch it. Is there any specific reason why not? I still like the taste, never got used to it, and never particularly tried to. People assume I like to drink, especially since I'm a big burly dude, I guess, but nope. Assumptions like that are annoying to me. I like that you look at it just as a taste among others, Gala. Sometimes I want to taste wine, and sometimes I just want tomato juice. Definitely, booze just became this big social thing, but I for one wish there was a better range of soft drinks. I went to a very expensive restaurant a while ago. They had a soft drink pairing option. They imported some alcohol-free vermouth, some fruit juice. It all tasted really nice and unique, but then they also had edible robots. And they made a miniature forest out of vegetables and dark chocolate. Wow, when did you go to a place like that? A while ago with my family. Back when we were still in touch. But I'm okay. Well, I make a mean cocktail. There's a hard version and a soft version. The hard version I use vodka. In the soft version I don't use vodka. Fair enough. What else goes into it? A little bit of basil, some lemon juice, a pinch of salt, tonic water. That sounds like something I'd enjoy. Wait for it. And of course a big dollop of fresh blood. There it comes. O-type preferably, universal donors and all that. Yuck. I think this is a joke. Hope this was a joke. And this is why he never gets invited to parties. What do you mean? I'm invited to all the parties. Thank you so much for being with us, the three of you. Thank you for having us. It was fun to meet your friends from work, Bailey's, and your sister, Lua. She's got a very strong character. I respect that. She's impossible, you mean? But I love her to bits. Yeah, she took a while to warm up to me at first. I was just a year or 3. She probably wanted to make sure you were right for her baby sister. Yes, that was definitely the reason why. She always thinks of me as some sort of softie that she needs to protect. Well, I mean, compared to her, Gala is a softie. I'd say Gala's a softie compared to many people. Fair enough. But yes, I think she could take him when he's under fury. If Suwey ever moves out, I'm out of my specialty. I can ask for your sister's number, I guess. You would have to hurry, or you'll have to step over. Your primary school friend, Bailey's. Marco, I thought I'd caught him staring at her. I bet they didn't leave it at staring. The 2 witnesses. Delightfully cliche, isn't it? You seem to be enjoying the gossip very much, Mr. Hyde. Of course I do. That's how I take my best pictures. Longing glances, touches filled with pent-up desire. Scorn dissimulated in smirk. Hopefully you capture some pictures of our lovebirds, too. Yeah, I can't wait to see them. Well, that's the downside of film. I know, but it will be worth it, so I'm happy to be patient. Good. In that case, I have a little reward for you. A perfect shot. Oh, Oh, that's so cute! Look at them! Oh, look at this, Bay! This is amazing. What a beautifully captured moment, Mr. Hyde. Yeah, truly, thank you for doing this, Hyde. Don't mention it. I had an alright time doing it. You can keep this if you want. It's just a Polaroid, but... Ah, no, it's absolutely lovely. It looks so friendly and warm. Like the wedding we always really wanted to have. Yeah, once we sifted through the superfluous details. I love that you guys figured it out in the end. And I love this picture. You only have the one, Mr. Hyde? Why, Suey? You had to frame it and hang it on your wall? Actually, yes, something like that. Good thing I saw it coming. If our newlyweds don't object, I have almost the exact same one here for you. No objections whatsoever. Yeah, I'd love that. It'd mean a lot to have a little memory of this day hanging around here. Thank you so much. No, thank you. Yes, Sue, I'm not sure where we'd be without you. Ahem. So I take it you've decided to embrace photography, Mr. Hyde. It would seem so. Ah, come on, tell them. Tell us what? Nothing's been confirmed yet. They're certainly not going back on it, and you aren't either, right? Of course not. Well then. Ah, just tell them the story. It's obvious they're dying too. Don't ask me to twice. Hyde has already agreed to shoot another wedding. They're a really sweet couple who's been coming to visit their kid at the hospital. Little Rose has been sick for a while. Doctors think she's going to get better eventually, but no one knows exactly when. So her parents decide to get married in her room with her around. That's a lovely idea. I bet little Rose was thrilled. She is, an entire party next to her bed, can you imagine? Anyhow, they got to chatting with Hyde, and just like that, he promised to take their pictures pro bono. That's very good of you, Mr. Hyde. It's nothing. I could use the experience. So I can milk my modeling ex-colleagues for their wedding pictures. Sounds like good social redistribution to me. Right? So does that mean you're sticking around Seattle for good, Hyde? I've got the house and I've got the job. And I've got my own pocket werewolf, so it sounds like I'll be staying here for a little while. That's great to hear. How's the house coming along? Taking ages, but it'll look good when it's finished. I'm having it redone from scratch, so it's a process. But as a vampire, my needs are a little... particular. Fair enough. I think it's normal to be particular when it comes to your dream home, you know? What would a dream house look like for the two of you? We're not too sure yet. But we're not repeating the same mistakes. No endless Tomodachi scrolling to look at other people's homes. And no overspending or feeling inadequate on the side. My love, it's alright. I'm glad we talked it all through. Lua made me realize that it's fine if I don't earn as much as she does, and if my family doesn't contribute to anything. In fact, Lua's mom told me the same thing during the wedding. I didn't, you talked about it. Don't worry, it went really well. She said what mattered to her is I make her daughter happy. Which is good, because that's what matters to me too. And happy Lua is a Lua who powers through her job. Yeah, I really can't consider slowing down my career. Well, maybe a little. Yeah, when the time comes, but the thing is, I don't mind slowing down my career. I've always been the one bringing up the kids topic. It's not that I don't want them, but I was afraid what I'd do with my work. That makes sense. Women are always expected to do more when it comes to childbearing. Well, not in our couple. We decide when we have kids. I'll be a stay-home dad. Hey, they're bringing that agenda forward. That's rare in media at all. I'll still do some freelance work, if and when I have time. Not so much for the money as to keep my brain working, but I'll be taking care of the little ones. And of our place. You know, I keep thinking how happy I am that I met you and married you. Not many men would have wanted that. You'd be surprised. Times are changing and so on. Times are making more room for people to follow their wishes. I've known many men who'd rather stay at home with their children than go to work every day and almost never see them. You two just complement each other well. I think so too. Mr. Miller? Miss W? Oh no, using my family name on you feels wrong. They're a fit if they heard you do that. They absolutely would. It's almost tempting. But none of that matters much anyway. As long as we're still Lua and Bailey's. As long as we're still Lua and Bailey's. Ah, excuse me. What's on her phone? I am very distractible. Oh, we can't actually look at it. That's rude. It sounds like Kite has found a new way forward. He has, yeah. I'm really happy about that. When I first met him, I thought he was a bit mysterious. And honestly, a bit of a jerk. There you go. But he's really quite fragile, isn't he? And there's nothing more solid and more fragile than an immortal. Yeah, nothing screws with your head quite as much as having unlimited time. Even elves with their only longish lives have issues. I can imagine. Werewolves are somewhere between elves and humans, and we also struggle with that stuff. I guess the bottom line is everyone gets bored and confused every once in a while, right? The longer you live, the more once in a whiles you got. Makes sense to me. I will say though, I'm mighty happy he's sticking around. For all he can be a difficult one, he also makes life a lot more interesting. And we just really get each other after all this time. You two know what I mean. Yeah, we really do. At this point, even when we need to take a bit of a time out, we can trust that we'll always find our way back to each other. That's right. You know, he's got a way of finding good people. Hyde, I mean. He likes Suwey from the start. Not that I've ever disagreed, but he just really got you right away. He's been very kind to me and very perceptive about me as well. I'm glad he befriended you too. This chat right now, it's really good. You're right too, Gala. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing more of you. Right back at ya. Ah, listen to that. It's pouring rain again. Ugh. It'd be really cold if I didn't have your jacket, babe. But are you okay? Yeah, don't worry about me. I always worry about you. And I guess that's kind of my job now. Only if I get to worry about you too. You guys are cute. But you know what's even better than worrying about each other? Not worrying about each other. Point taken. Pretty weddings are meant to be good luck anyway. I've always wondered where that came from. It sounds like lip service for the happy couple to avoid a meltdown if it rains, which must happen often enough. Really? So you don't know? Don't know what? Ah, maybe it's just a thing among elves. Have you heard of it, Suwey? Are you referring to the goddess Tears legend? That's the one. Never heard of that. It's actually a whole epic in medieval elven poetry, but I can give you the short version. Go on, I'm very curious. Alright then. Long time ago lived a powerful goddess. That goddess had many children, but of all her children, one she liked best. They were the shyest and the quietest. When their siblings screamed for attention, they sat aside and played with the clouds. When their siblings tormented each other, they silently looked at the stars. When their siblings ran away from the rain, they waited and watched the rain fall. The goddess thought, even if all my children desert me, this one will always be by my side. They are kind and gentle, they'll love me and take care of me. She thought of the days ahead and smiled. But one day, the young godlings sat on the edge of the cloud, wandering the world. A gust of wind blew on them and they lost their balance. Oh no. Don't worry, it's not a sad story. Right then. Carried by the wind, they floated down to the ground, and immediately they were astonished. There were so many things around them that they'd never seen before. They were both delighted and lost, and they stood, rooted in place for many human eras, until a human found them there. Shall we call the godling Aeon and the human Ray, just for clarity? That's gonna help me for sure. I get lost without names. Alright, Aeon and Ray it is. Ray walked up to Aeon, finding them stunned, it guided them forward. They took them to their village and showed them how they lived their life. Yes, tea enthusiast, though we're like right at the smack dab end of this. As days passed by, Aeon started talking to Ray. They discussed stars and planets, clouds and suns. They talked of harvest and of young children, of famines and old men. They talked of time and of eternity, and as they looked into each other's eyes, they both found the briefest of moments in the longest era in there. That's how they knew they were in love. They decided to get married, but both of them wanted the assent of their family. Ray got it without any trouble. Their family were quite fond of Aeon by then, but when Aeon went to see their mother, the goddess, that old hag, give her a chance, she improves. But yeah, at first she wasn't thrilled. In fact, she was outraged that her favorite child should be taken away from her. That reminds me of someone. I promise you, she's a lot better than my mother. Anyway, she got really angry and she told Aeon, get married if you wish, but if you do get married, then you shall wither and die, just like your fiancé. Yuck. And to nobody's surprise at this point, Aeon said, I'm alright with that. What's eternity if I can't have Ray by my side? Down to get married they went. For many hours the goddess was angry and shouted, and then for many hours she was despondent and sulked. Then finally she turned an eye onto the ground to look at Aeon and Ray. They were in the field where Ray had first found Aeon. They wore garlands of flowers and they were surrounded by people they loved. And for the first time, Aeon wasn't quiet at all. They were singing and dancing, their eyes sparkling, their hair floating on the wind. And the goddess saw that for the first time in an eternity, their child was happy. She regretted her bitter words then, but a goddess's word, once spoken, isn't easily broken. In sadness for her child's mortal days, she started crying. And one by one, her tears hit the earth in a thick cloud of rain. But instead of running from it, Aeon and Ray danced with it. And so the goddess said, "For each tear of mine that falls onto you, may you live another year. And even as your hair turns gray and your skin turns parched, may that year see you both dancing and singing, still in love with each other. And according to elves, that's how we came to be." I think it's a bit far-fetched. Are you tearing up? It's nothing. You're just really beautiful sometimes. You're a born legend teller, Mr. Bailey's. That was an astonishing rendition of that story. Yeah, that was epic. I'm not gonna look at Rain the same way now. It's just a silly legend. It's not silly at all. And you're right, the goddess is a lot better than your mother. Told you. My history with Rain is a lot simpler. I just really love it when it rains outside and you're all warm indoors. Yeah, that's a very cozy feeling. My bedroom when I was a little girl was on the top floor, so I could hear the rain fall at night when I was in my bed. It was great. I wish we lived in a world where everyone had that. A place to be safe while the rain falls outside. For sure. Oh look, here's at least another someone who's safe from the rain right now. Oh, that's a really wet little guy. Poor Gala, did he just shake rain all over you? He did a little, but that's fine. He's a cute one. What's he doing here, though? Is he your cat, Suwey? Ah, no, but he's been around a couple of times. I do remember seeing him a week ago. You find fatigue for too long? Hey, sleep well, Andy. Sleep well. He's not any friendlier than he was then. Although he's not especially aggressive either. Maybe he's adopting this place. Wouldn't be the first. That's pretty much how you got Hyde, too. Now that's an apt comparison. Seems like he might be looking for something, though. Or someone. If that's the case, he hasn't found them yet. He came by another time a few days ago and was actually quite helpful. But he didn't look settled then either. And there he goes. Very mysterious. What did I miss? A cat, apparently. Oh yeah, I saw it go. What was that about? We're not entirely sure. He has come by a handful of times, but he doesn't seem to stay very long or ask for anything. I was just saying he might be looking for someone. Ah, perhaps he is. In many traditions, cats are depicted as having special foresight, messengers between worlds, so to speak. He may know something that we don't, or see something we can't see. That's just what they want you to believe. Looking mysterious to get food and cuddles. I was saying that reminds me of someone, actually. No comment. Anyhow, what was that call about? I was the interior designer about the house. For some reason, he needed to know the exact size of my turntable, as well as whether I wanted walnut or oak floors. I just want floors I can walk on. That's surprising. I thought you'd be more particular about decoration, Hyde. I am particular, in the sense that I want it to look good. But he's got no clue what to do to get there. I mean, you've seen his car. It's not, peak design trends. That car served me right, thank you very much. I remember a certain werewolf didn't want to drive me around. Nah, I should have brought that back up. Truce. Why don't you help Hyde with decorating then, Gala? Why indeed? Let's go ahead and do the battle. Also, I have a ping. I'm very distracted when I see a ping on Discord. Alright. There you go, that right there. Alright. Why indeed? My job, time. Your job, time? I see. Everyone's a critic, but the truth is, Gal has no understanding of color, material, or shape. I'm a lazy interior designer at best, but Gal is an interior designer's waking nightmare. Not true, I just go for functional things. That's what people say when they got no taste. Yeah, maybe my taste in vampires is the problem here. I think your taste in vampires is your one saving grace? Hmm. You guys sound like you're gonna be just fine. Indeed. You know, being like this all together when it's dark and damp, and feeling good and safe and home. I started another battle. I did not mean to do that. It's a pretty rare feeling in a kind of public place. I think the kinda is key here. As far as I can remember, this has never felt like a strange place to me. It's my space that I'm lucky enough to share with other people I like. I definitely feel the same way. Thanks for that, Suwey. I'm glad that's how it feels to you. Our patrons' comfort has always been our priority. Goal very much achieved then. That, and also you are alright. It sounds like everyone's gonna be busy with our own stuff for a while, but I can't wait to come back here and see your faces again. Whether in a week, or a month, or a year, I know it's gonna be a good time. Cheers to that. You're here. You're all welcome anytime, separately or together. And I'm looking forward to hearing what you get up to. We'll definitely pop by to give you news, and to get fairy remedies, and to listen in on the drama. We can't wait to welcome you back. I think the rain is over, and we've kept you up for a while already, Suwey. Yeah, we should all use the dry spell to get back home. Consider the night called. You go first, guys, or we'll be stepping on each other's toes. Alright. Good night, Suwey. Good night. Good night, you two. Let's go, darling. Let's. Good night, Suwey. Thanks again for being with us, tonight and on other nights. No, thank you for everything, truly. Have a good rest, Suwey. Will do. You guys coming? Yeah, just hold the door for me a second longer. Hey, what are you doing? Carrying you over the threshold, of course. That's on the way to the home, not on the way out of the bar. I can do both. You're silly. Maybe, but I love you. I love you too. Cute. Bustling, busy, and a buzz. People whose thoughts I can hear almost as well as my own by now. Whose successes and failures matter to me as much as my own. I suppose that's what it feels like to have a chosen hive. Cute. Love it. That's so wholesome. Another day? Nuh-uh. It keeps going. Thought we were on the epilogue. Fire director resigns in wake of shocking leaks. Heir of American business royalty dishowner. Wait, heir of American business royalty disowned over choice of wife. Killer algae, the new invasive species. Some of this feels like deja vu. Very confused. Aw. Those two holding hands. Oh, photo taken by Hyde. Love it. Oh, both Bailey's and Lua posted it separately. Love it. Oh, Silver has a cute picture there. I think by the end of it, I'm in this industry for the love of it, and to keep having fun in the mindset I'll keep moving forward. Having somebody connect with, especially within the same industry, is really something I'm glad for. Okay. Hey, welcome, Officer Georgie. What's cracking? Aside from the thunder outside, that is. Yep, deja vu. What? But then everything's fine. I have everything I need to avoid another blackout. That's good news. You know, this weather's kind of grown on me. Really? Yeah. Not something I'd like to have forever, of course, but the thunder no longer sounds so angry to me. Interesting. What does it sound like to you? No idea. It's just not scary anymore. Anyway, I'll order something. Perfect. What would you like? Make me whatever I ordered a couple weeks ago. Couple weeks ago? Yeah, like on Monday 2 weeks ago? Right, of course. You're promoting new types of tea, I think. One he gave me was pretty tart. I see. So yeah, maybe whatever you gave me that day. Okay. One of the new types of tea and it was tart, so it's gonna be like one of these but with the lemon in it. So it wasn't blue pea, it must have been hibiscus. I don't know. It's not in here. Nope, not this. Hibiscus, lemon. Wasn't there a mint and no, it was a mint and honey. Blue pea, lemon, and honey. That sounds good. No. I have absolutely no idea what I'm supposed to be giving him. I have no idea. Hibiscus, lemon, and honey would work. Let's try lemon and mint. We'll just do this. Here you go, officer. I don't think it's what I ordered. Oh, you're right, I'm sorry. Yeah, well, I'll drink anyway, as long as it doesn't have milk in it. You alright? Yeah, I feel like I've been making a lot of mistakes lately. Sometimes I'm not even sure why. Clear sign you need a break. Perhaps. How are you, officer? How's work? Work, huh? Well, it's only been a couple days since I was here, but I admit a lot has happened. Oh? Yeah, for starters, word has spread that parking on Bourne Street is no longer safe. Because of vandalism? Yeah. And I really don't want it to escalate, you know? I don't want the story of the street rewritten as something bad. Makes sense. What do you do? What makes you think I did anything? Just a guess. Well, you're not wrong. The day after our last talk, I paid the old gnomes a visit and had a chat with them. Oh, what did you talk about? Talked about what could happen to them in the area due to the vandalism they committed. They're remorseful to a point. Because they're upset about what happened to the remains of their friend? Right. All they wanted was to create something memorable that would stay in everyone's mind, in one way or another. Even in a bad way? That's what I thought they were going for too. It turns out that's not the case. They just want to create something memorable, something that gets everyone talking. But when I gave them a hypothetical scenario with rumors getting out of control, and how folks will spin the whole thing into something else, they're a bit stunned, honestly. Is it because they didn't think of the consequences that far ahead? That's right. I told them it could potentially lead to the street being closed because it would be deemed unsafe, or even rebuilt into something completely different, which would effectively erase all of trace left of their friend, so they decided to stop right there, right then. Interesting. But you know, I get their need to keep the memory alive. Even if what they did was a bit misguided, I understand. Still, what they did was not the way to go about it. And also, I'm still trying to wrap my head around all this memory stuff. Shows that I, and the world probably, need to learn a lot more about fairy folk in general. I agree. So what did you do next? Did you arrest them? No. All I did that day was chat with them, because I wanted a clear picture on everything, including the old fairy market and all. I also shared the story about my grandpa. In the end, they said whatever I decided to do, they'll accept. So I went home. Hey, Goldie Toge, where are you doing up so late? Hope you're doing alright. Oh no, I mean, Yeah, it's been ruined for a little while now, though. I thought I was gonna fix it yesterday because I went to bed really early, but then I was like up all night sick with a stomach ache. So I still slept till like absurdly late. I see. You know, my daughter asked what happened. Now, since she gave me good advice on the case and everything, I told her the whole story about the street, about the tree. Wow, that's really everything. Anyhow, after our talk, I guess she started looking into the fairy folks' history. And in one of those videos she did, I have no clue what to call them, the videos of herself packing orders while talking about stuff. Oh, I see. I reposted on my Tomodachi a couple days ago. Ah, I see. I remember seeing that and being like, what's that? But we couldn't actually watch it. So, yeah. I hope it was efficient. I hope it was good work. Hope you got what you wanted done. She basically talked to her viewers about what she learned in the video. About your case? No. Only thing she's learned on her own. Got it. That's great though. You never know, maybe through her video curiosity will spread. Get everyone wondering about this piece of disappearing history. You're right. Who knows what the future holds? Lucas is in the house, yo. Hey. What's up? And you, Pops, how goes it? All good? You're in high spirits, aren't you? Always. Anyway, Pops, what's shaking? I think I should be the one to ask that. What's with all the excess energy? You're right, and I probably should explain, but first... Dear Suwey, may I put in an order? You may. I like a blue TP latte with super cool latte art on top. They never make us do latte art. I'm so bad at it. It's also nothing like it would be IRL. Like, look. The milk pours so weirdly. I made the letter P. And then you can make it all swirly. Pretty sure this isn't at all how real latte art works. There we go. Cup of blue tea latte with a masterpiece on it for you. Masterpiece, I like your confidence. Anyway, cheers. Nice, thanks, Suwey. So what's up, kid? All's well, Pops. I'm waiting for the lady to arrive. Oh, so Miss Riona's coming? Yeah, she should be here soon. Last couple of days have been really intense for us. In fact, I didn't sleep at all until last night. Oh, why? Let's just say we've been busy cooking up stuff. Whoa, what is it? I know you're a hustler, kid. Your schedule's probably not like everybody else's, but I hope you won't drag others near unhealthy habits unnecessarily. Although I next to nothing about banshee biology. Doesn't she do late night deliveries? Oh? Sometimes she does deliveries until morning. Then never mind, kid. Forget everything I said earlier. Phew. At first I was like, oh man, what stupid thing did I do this time? Nah, I was just pulling your leg. You're both adults, so I was just playing around as a nosy and annoying old guy. Still, it's good that you guys are talking. Especially considering what happened the first time you two met. Yeah, no kidding. That's what I mean by me doing stupid things too. Sometimes I don't slow down enough to see the forest for the trees, you know? It happens. As long as you're aware of it and take a step back from time to time. Yep. Welcome, Miss Rihanna. Hello. Lady, finally you're here. Good evening, miss. Hi, everyone. Was the traffic bad for you? No, not at all. I had to deliver something before I came. That's why I'm a bit late. I apologize. Nah, you're not late. I'm just early. Would you like anything to drink? Yes, please. I'd like a cup of mild coffee sweetened with a lot of honey if you would. So 1 coffee, 2 honeys. That's what I used to order back in the day. Really? So that's what's been happening with you two. This kid stayed up for days or something, apparently. They include you as well? Yes. But those are just my regular working hours. See? And I thought we were done talking about that, Pops. What the heck? I'm not done playing the role of annoying and nosy old guy, that's all. Jeez. Anyway, the truth is, me and the lady have been discussing the show's format. Oh, how goes it so far? We're almost there, right? I think yes. We've been discussing it quite intensely the past couple of days. We're at a point where things are beginning to take shape. But it's just not quite there yet. But almost. That's why I've been staying up late organizing all these ideas into a deck. We're making a new show proposal to pitch to my team. Are you two gonna work together then? In a way, yes. It is my intention to act as Lucas's guide to the city. I'm gonna have him drive too sometimes. Yeah, I don't want her to always drive me around, but I might need to get time to get used to driving again. Is that okay? Of course. My suggestion would be for us to drive across the Evergreen Point Bridge on days when there's less traffic when the sun is out. It'll make you feel good, I'm sure of it. Okay, let's do it. Anyway, so what's been happening? Hey Devakina, how's it going? Meanwhile, I've been helping her find auditions. I wasn't aware there were so many ways to find audition leads online. You're so sweet, Devakina. Wait, is it Dovahkiin? I've been saying Dovahkiin all this time, but I think it might be Dovahkiin. Which one is it? Is it Keen or Kin? Which one? Which one? Okay, that doesn't mean anything to me. Is it like 2 E's or EH? Or more like... Is it like pin? Or pen? Pen? Pin? Pin, yeah, pin is a word. So it's kin. Okay, so it's kin. I've been wrong the whole time. Kin or keen? Kin, but it's a double I? See, that's why it confused me. I see 2 I's and my brain thinks it's gonna be a long E. Okay. But then I just kind of had this revelation, like, don't they call it Dovahkiin in Skyrim? Skyrim, right? That's what Dovahkiin is from? Oh my gosh, I might be wrong. Those are the references, right? It's Skyrim, right? Haha! I got a brain. You still have to vet them though, because there's so many fakes out there. But I'll help you with that, don't worry. Okay. Well, sounds good, y'all. I wish you the best of luck. Thank you. Oh, this is their normal story arcs? I didn't get their good story arcs? Okay. I got everyone else's good. I might have to leave soon. Huh? Why? I haven't eaten anything substantial since this morning. It was a really busy day. Oh, word? Let's go then. You can stay. I'll just go for a quick bite and come back. Nah, let's just go. We're partners, right? Besides, we already have a lot of things to discuss. You're right. Okay, if you're fine with it, I think it's time for us to go. I mean, for me. Roger that. Let's get going then. See you later, Pops, and good luck with everything. You too, you two. Bye, Suwey. See you again soon. Goodbye. Suwey would have known for sure. Oh. So, just you and me now. Nothing wrong with that. I have to go soon, though. Duty calls. Sure. Oh! Whoa, we haven't seen this character since the last game. Hello, Suwey. How are you? Freya. Hey, Miss Greenhair. Hey, officer. Long time no see. Heard you've been going around the world, huh? Around the world is a bit much, but I've been somewhere. I'm glad to see you here, Freya. Well, as much as I like to stay and chat, duty calls. Oh, that sucks. I missed you. I'll see you later then, Georgie. Yeah. Don't forget to tell Suwey the truth, okay? Later, Suwey. I will. Let me move over there. So, my buddy, my pal, my good friend. Suwey, what's up? Why didn't you tell me you were coming? Before you start blaming me, it was a last-minute thing. Even I didn't know I'd be back so soon. So, what makes you return sooner than expected? Rishella. Yeah, it's a writer character from the first game. We haven't seen her all of this game yet. This is the first time. Well, maybe I'll tell you after a drink. Hey, you remember my very first order ever? Espresso? Yep, you have good memory. First time I was here, it was raining as hard as it is now. And I thought nothing was open anymore until I saw your shop. Your espresso was one of the best coffees I'd ever had. Thank you. One espresso for me, please. We don't have any items. It'd be cool to give her something, but we don't have anything. Here you go, Freya. A cup of triple shot espresso for you. Great. Again, this deep aroma and such stellar flavors. Thanks. So, am I telling me why Officer Georgie said what he said? Which part? Something about telling me the truth? Well, about that. Okay. I'm leaving for a writer's residence soon, and it's really, really far away. What? I know. It was impulsive. It was something I did on a whim. I know. Me and my old buddy sent the application form like last month, not really expecting anything. But we got accepted, and somehow it's for this year's rotation. Hold on, I need water. Which means I need to pack and get ready really soon. It's not a scam, is it? Of course not. How long is it gonna be? Hold on. There you go. I don't know, probably a few months. I might try to keep traveling after that. Okay. Suwey, are you sad? Nope. Don't be sad while I'm gone, okay? I said I'm not sad. No. Anyway, tell me what's been happening all this time I've been gone. There should be a lot of juicy stories waiting for me, right? Oh, you have no idea. Spill it. Everything. Alright. So it started around 2 weeks ago. Beck was working on her game while Myrtle helps from time to time. See, that feels like I got like a very neutral sort of ending on these two. They're a good team. Like, you didn't get a lot of character development on these two. This one. Silver and Amanda's trip took them quite a bit further than they expected. And Pearl appears in a number of their selfies from London, Sydney, and the Mongolian steppe. Hyde's reputation as a dreamy, sensitive wedding photographer spread all around Seattle. And Gala is fond of qualifying him in those exact terms to Hyde's obvious displeasure and secret joy. Lou and Bailey's bought a little house with large windows, a small garden, and an extra bedroom. Bailey's has been using it as a workspace, but it stands ready to fulfill a whole other function when the time is right. The Necochelix Remy collaboration was a success as the new single was released on time. Even though the reviews are mixed, her true fans love it, and that's all that matters, she said. Rihanna and Lucas also come to the coffee shop after driving lessons to discuss a variety of topics. Looks like they're taking it slow and planning things carefully as they match up their working schedules. Unfortunately, the vandalism ended before rumors could worsen. Sometimes a lone officer can be seen placing flowers where the dead tree once stood. That was good! There you go. I'm curious which endings I got. Let's look at my achievements. I got 32% of the achievements. So I got Lucas and Riona's normal story arc. I got Georgie's good story arc, Hyde's good story arc, Lou and Bailey's good story arc. Let's see. I don't know. There's so many different things here. Oh, you could have had Aqua and Myrtle not make up. There's a lot of different things you could have served Rachel, apparently, for inspiration. Oh, you could fail to inspire her. Oh, you can provide Brianna with poor service until she no longer visits the coffee shop. Complete story mode with the least amount of points possible. Listen to all of the songs. Spent 1 hour, a total of 1 hour making latte art. Serve 50 correct drinks in a single session. Unlock all the artworks. Unlock all achievements. There's 13 hidden ones. I assume they're for different, like, endings for different characters. Miss Riona, hello again. Hello. I dropped something here a long time ago, so I'm here to get it. Oh, what item was it? It's fine, I got it. It was right under this seat. Really? Huh. I always make sure to check everything before closing, too. There are times when we simply miss things. Particularly if it's a task we have performed numerous times. That's true. It's a sign for me to double check everything. It may or may not be. I have a feeling you will find something of interest either way. There's even a possibility of gaining a complete understanding of everything. For everyone. Pardon? I didn't quite catch that. Have a good evening, Suwey. Oh, okay. Have a safe trip, Miss Riona. Huh. Oh well, looks like no one else will be coming tonight. Might as well go check on. What was that? It sounded like it came from inside the drawer. What the missing items are here, but they vanished a while ago. Now what is really going on? Huh. Ghosts, right? Well, that's that. What's the extras? Alright. So, we got 1 minute until the battle's ready. Oh, I'll go ahead and add some extra area here. But that is that game done. So, once we're done with that, or like, we're gonna do the Fall Porcupine next as our like end of stream game, because like it's another narrative game and I can only play narrative for so long without my voice breaking. But I'm really enjoying that game too. And I think on Wednesday is the 28th, which is when this game comes out. I believe I have to wait till it comes out for embargo. Okay. Yeah. So, on the 28th, we'll be checking, or Wednesday, we'll be checking out A Long Journey to an Uncertain End, which is like this management space opera game. And it looks really interesting. I'm worried it is going to end up being a little too visual novel-y to the point it'll also be an end-of-stream game, but I don't know. Must be cute if I play. Yeah, it looks cute. So that's currently the plan. And then tomorrow for about 2 hours, from 5:30 to roughly 7:30 Pacific time, I will be streaming on my YouTube channel, streaming some Savage Prog on Final Fantasy. It's a lot more low-key. I will say hi to chat and I will talk to chat, but most of it is I'm like fairly quiet in the group and stuff, so I don't talk that much. You know, it's like, I don't know. It's less commitment. It's a lot more low-key on my end. Because, like, with streams, it's my job on Twitch, at least, to, like, really entertain and all of that. But I don't put that kind of pressure to, like, really entertain on the YouTube streams. They're more of just doing it anyway. It's less pressure. It's a lot less personal pressure on myself. I know a lot of people will probably say that I don't need to be putting pressure on myself even for Twitch streams, but it's like, I have my own expectations and they're lower for the YouTube streams. Menace. So, yeah, that's just kind of how I work, honestly. I am going to really quickly see who is currently live. Ooh, let's go ahead and raid FG. She's playing Kingdom 80s, which sadly I'm not a fan of the way that Kingdom games feel to play. Otherwise, I would be so interested in this, but it just doesn't quite hit it for me. So, yeah, I hope she enjoys it though. I've only played one Kingdom game. I forget which one it was. I can actually look it up. Let's see here. What Kingdom game did I play personally? I played Kingdom New Lands. It was like a almost 3-hour game. And I did not like it. Maybe New Lands just isn't as good as the others. It sat very positive, so I think it just isn't for me. You know? I don't really remember. I just remember like being like towards it, so yeah, but I'm curious to see what Kingdom 80s looks like because I really love like the sort of aesthetic that it seems to be going for. Anyway, here are my socials. Guys, remember I will be streaming on YouTube for 2 hours tomorrow night. And then on Wednesday we will be back to doing, or we will be streaming here on Twitch. We'll be doing a space game. I think Forever Skies, I'm gonna wait until the multiplayer's out before I really dive into it more. So, yeah. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. We're gonna go ahead and raid FG. You all are lovely beings, and I hope you have a great night, great evening, whatever it is for you. Night night!